Moi everyone and welcome to Finnish Plate. Pyttipannu is a classic Finnish dish made from leftover vegetables, potatoes, peppers, onions, and some kind of meat, like in this case, sausage. But recently I saw a video on Instagram by J. Kenji Lopez Alt. He was making potato hash, and what he did was he cooked the potatoes together with some peeled garlic the day before, and then he fried those the next day, which resulted in this sweet garlic. But also what happens is that the garlic gets coated with the starch from the potatoes and it gets a little bit crispy. So I figured that would work great for some pyttipannu. So I went ahead and made some pyttipannu today, where I did exactly that. I cooked the potatoes and the garlic the day before, and then today I cooked the rest of it. So join me and I'll show you how to make this Finnish classic with an interesting twist. So I got here a whole bunch of small potatoes. You could definitely cook these with the skin on, and a lot of people do, but I'm going to peel them just so that they will release a little bit more of that starch that we want. I also have here a whole bunch of peeled garlic. You could use regular garlic too and just peel it yourself. And over here I have just some salted water. So I'm going to peel some potatoes, cut them into smaller pieces, then I'm going to boil them together with the garlic cloves in the salted water. I cut the stems off. So now we're going to cook this until both the potatoes and the garlic are soft and tender. Alright, so now that everything is soft, and I'm going to just strain these. We can dump them in our bowl. I'll add some olive oil, and then I'm going to just toss them around so that some of the starch from the potatoes can get onto the garlic as well. And now this is going to go in the fridge until the next day. So now the potatoes and the garlic have been sitting overnight in the fridge. So let's make some pyttipannu. I have here some peppers. I have red peppers, orange, and green peppers. So here I have an onion. This is basically a fresh onion that has not been cured yet. It hasn't been stored long in a warehouse, and that's why it still has this green stem attached to it. I like these onions because they have a lot milder taste than your regular yellow onion. You could definitely use a yellow onion too, but these are definitely, for me at least, these are a treat that usually are only available in the springtime. And then I have some knockwurst. So I'm just going to quickly prep all my ingredients, and then we're going to fry it all up in my cast iron pan over here. And with this onion, the entire plant is edible, even the dark green parts, although they are maybe a little bit on the tough side, but still, they still have that nice oniony flavor. Okay, so let's start by adding a little oil to the pan, and we'll fry up our sausages to get a little color on them. Now we'll add our onions and the peppers. A little bit of salt will help start cooking the vegetables down. Alright, so now we're just going to pile up all our vegetables on one side, vegetables and the sausage on one side, and we'll add some more oil over here on this side, and we're going to put our potatoes and the garlic over here on this side. So the thing here is that we do not want to disturb these potatoes a lot at this point. We want them to develop a nice crust. So we're just going to let them fry up for a little while before actually mixing or turning them. So after a while, I'm just going to take my spatula and see what it looks like underneath. And it still needs some cooking. Let's remove our sausages and vegetables so they don't cook down too much while the potatoes are cooking. Of course, this probably would have been easier to do first before putting the potatoes on. But looks like we're already starting to get that nice crust here, so we are almost done. I'll add just a little bit more oil here because it looks like some of these pieces are getting a little bit more burnt than browned. And that is the kind of crust we're looking for both the garlic and the potatoes. Alright, so now let's add back our vegetables and the sausage. We'll top this off with a couple of fried eggs. And let's hit it up with a little sriracha sauce. And then, of course, you got to serve it with some pickles. Maybe some pickled beets. Here we go. Finnish pyttipannu with crispy garlic and potatoes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Finish Your Plate.